Hello again, collectors and hobbyists alike. What we have in front of you is a model kit, or as I like to say, build your own Voltron, uh, done up in a really fantastic way by a Good Smile Company. And this is in the form of the Moderoid kit Voltron Lion Force. Okay, now today we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to break it down. We're going to compare it to other build your own Voltron kits and see how it stacks up. So give me a second. We'll be right back. Let's go ahead and take a look at this box where this kit comes all neatly bundled in. And once again, this is by Good Smile Company, Moderoid Voltron Lion Force. Okay, this is the front of the box. Beautiful cover art. I mean, this is worthy of a poster that you could hang, along with your collection. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it around. Back of the box. Okay, and most of these are just product shots of the Voltron all assembled up, and it looks like this kit is probably painted. Now, your result will vary depending, obviously, on your skill, on your experience with model kits. But I'm going to tell you that I put my kit straight out of the box with very minimal actual, customization or painting. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you the tools I used and try to make it easy for you in case you're really scared of putting together a model kit. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Once again, this is the back. Let's look at the top of the box. Okay, you get that beautiful cover art. Okay, side of the box. All the lions in their individual mode. And whoever did this illustration, my props to you, my man, because these are beautiful illustrations. Other side of the box. Okay. And the bottom of the box. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now, what I'd like to do is go ahead and take a look at the individual lions. And obviously for most Voltron reviews, people usually start off with the arm lions because they're the smaller lions. So let's go ahead and start with those. Give me a second. Let me get it all set up for you. So let's go ahead and start with the red and the green lion. Now, if you know Voltron at all, then you're familiar with these lions. These are the smaller lions, which will become the arms of Voltron once he's assembled. Okay, and because they're the arms, they have to be the smaller lion, so it kind of looks proportional. Okay, now, once again, these are, these look great. I don't have anything really bad to say as far as the articulation is concerned. It's pretty good articulation. It's comparable to any one of your higher end collectibles, except these are all ABS. Okay, there is no die cast in this whatsoever. But having said that, doesn't mean that they lack any articulation or any of the fancy engineering that some of your more expensive collectibles will also have. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these more in depth. Now, I'm only going to do one of them just because they're both so similar. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the red lion. Okay, let's get this guy to the side. Oh, and they do come with their weapons. Now, they don't come with all of their weapons. They come with their mouth swords, their individual lion swords. Okay, this is the red lion. There's a peg up top that will plug in at the top of the mouth. There's a port right there for most of these lions. The only exception being the black lion, which obviously doesn't have a port because it has something else there. Okay, and I don't want to be a spoiler, so I'm not going to tell you what's there. We'll just wait till we get there. Okay, so once again, let's remove this guy from the shot, and let's take a look at this guy. All right, now, he does look great. Okay, let's go ahead and give him a quick measurement. Let me find my measuring tape. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Okay, so from head to tail, I would say this lion's about maybe 4 and 6/8 inches. Okay, as far as the height's concerned. Okay, let's put it behind you. About 1 inch. Okay, or 1 1/4 inches rather. Okay, so they're not huge by any means, but it's a nice size. It's enough for you to basically, do what you got to do with these. Okay, and always keep in mind that this is a build your own kit. It's not meant to be a professional kit by any means, but your results could be that of a professional modeler, and you could deck this out in all kinds of ways. I'm sure. I'm not one of those modelers. I'm what you would call a novice. I have some experience with Gunpla and some card kits, but that doesn't mean that I can do any of the fancy things that some of the pro modelers can do. Okay, so there's the side, back, other side, and once again, that beautiful kitty cat red face. Meow. Okay, sorry. I'm a bit too frisky. Now, this kit doesn't come with the lift up weapons or replacement plug-in weapon for the back of the red lion or the green lion, and it also does not come with any of the side weapons that would normally plug into the legs. Okay, it just comes with the individual lion swords and a couple of other accessories, which we'll get into as we get to them. Okay, so as far as articulation is is pretty good all around. Your head is on a ball joint. It can rotate any which way, go down that much, up that much. It does have a little bit of a special pull out joint here. Let me see if we can, which gives you additional articulation, and obviously you have the articulation in the back for the arm mode, and there's also like a double joint, which I'm not sure if you would use that on the actual lion mode. Okay, as far as the legs are concerned, it's got 4 joints, including the top joint. Okay, so your legs have a good amount of bend. Okay, any which way you want to go, and your front paws, they don't have an ankle joint, so they don't rotate side to side. Unfortunately, that would be nice, but again, this is a $50-$60 kit. Your tail would basically hide and conceal in here, and on the bottom of this, there's the shoulder joint, which you kind of pull out, and that lets you plug it into the Black Lion shoulder, okay, to form Voltron. So let's go ahead and transform this guy. Okay, so we're gonna put this in. We're gonna put these up, that leg up, open up this back panel. Okay, we're gonna fold this down like so, and then we're gonna tuck this in, close it up nice and tight. Make sure we do that on the other side. So tuck everything in. Okay, and make sure this joint is out, and then we're going to put this to the side. Okay, and now let's go ahead and take a look at the leg lions. Give me 1 second to set it up for you. Okay, here we have the blue lion and the yellow lion, and once again, these will come with their individual swords. Once again, let me make sure you see that peg right there. Okay, that plugs into the top of the mouth. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the mouth. You see that port right there. Okay. Okay, let's look at the sides. And they do look great, guys. All right, there's a lot of really nice detail. Now, this is a great time to basically talk about the detail that's included in this. Now, most of these will just come in a yellow plastic, in a white plastic. this red, this black, and the eyes. Those are all stickers that you have to place, and you know, they're not hard to place. As far as the silver right here in these pieces, I just used silver Sharpie. Okay, silver Sharpie, and I carefully just colored those areas, and that got me great results. Okay, again, you know, I'm not a great modeler. I don't like to put more effort into a project than I have to. All right, I also used a Micron 1 pen to kind of line the area below the nose. Okay. But other than that, I didn't do much else. Okay. As far as the blue lion, this red piece is a sticker. This yellow piece is a sticker. I went and colored that silver area with a silver marker. This top black part is a sticker. This is a sticker that, you know, that's with the nose as well, and the eyes are stickers. Okay, so as long as your hands aren't too shaky when you're placing the stickers, you should get a pretty decent job. Okay, so once again, these are, you know, very similar, you know, in what their function is and what their articulation is. So let's just go ahead and just pick one out and concentrate on that one, and then we'll get it ready to form Voltron. Okay, so let's go ahead and take up the yellow line. Let's get a better shot of that. There's a profile. Okay. Top of the lion. The numbers were also stickers, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Little tiny stickers. Okay. There's the back. Other side. And there's a lion's face. Okay, as far as articulation. Now, this is a small head, okay, and this is meant to be used when this piece is in its lion mode, obviously, okay. So there is a bigger head that you have to use when you transform this into the leg. Okay, and it doesn't really give you the option of just maintaining this head. You have to transform it, because this joint, the internal piece is set at an angle, so it only will be at an angle that works just like this. You know, if you try to kind of like force it up, it won't, and if you try to force it down, it'll just come off of the peg. Okay. Now, as far as articulation, the mouth opens and closes. The legs, you know, they have a joint here at the knee, at the ankle, and once again, there's no ankle rotation. All right, and there is a joint built in for I'm assuming it's for Voltron, right? So he kind of has an ankle rotation, okay, for standing, but you can use it in lion mode as well. The back legs, obviously, you know, rotating. Oh, there goes the head. Okay, and you know, it's pretty easy to put it back on. Okay. Look, there's the internal peg. Just goes into that ball peg right there. Oh, having a tough time here. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So once again, back leg, okay, swings forward and back, the knee swings and the ankle swings, okay, but it does not rotate, okay. And let's go ahead and get this transformed into its Voltron mode. So we're gonna tuck these legs in. We're gonna fold fold the tail all the way down, okay, and fold it in half. Do the same on the other side. We're gonna get these front legs in position. Okay, now we're going to remove this head. Okay, so once again, easiest way to do that is to just kind of bend down and pull apart. And now we're going to bring in the larger head. Okay, so here's the larger head. All right, and this doesn't have any opening jaws. Okay, those are just lined with that little pen, that micro pen I use. This black part is a sticker, this red part is a sticker, this black part's a sticker, and all those silver details I went ahead and colored with the Sharpie marker. Okay, and there's a difference in size between the Lion mode head and the Voltron foot mode head. Okay, it's quite substantial, but it works. It works once you see it all put together. Okay, so this is gonna go into that peg right there. Let's go ahead and plug in. Okay, and this is going to rotate forward. Now, there's also a piece right here below the neck that pulls out and basically gives you a heel for Voltron for additional support. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let me get this blue lion set up for you guys. And same thing, we're going to tuck in that tail. Oops. And sorry about that. It's hard to do this over the camera. Okay. But let's get it done. Okay. All right. And here comes the big foot head. Now this one, the yellow is the color of the plastic. This red is a sticker, but I tried to color it with a red Sharpie, but it kind of bled through. So I would just suggest either, just mask it and paint it if you can, or just use a sticker. It's not a bad thing. This black top piece is a sticker. I went in with a white Gundam marker to kind of color in that dot right there. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, this piece is a sticker, and the nose is part of that sticker. Again, I lined this piece with the Micron black pen, and the yellow eyes are stickers. Okay, but it does look pretty good. No, this is a little bit tough right now because it's pretty new. Okay. And let's go ahead and fold out that heel spur. Okay. Get that ready. Okay, you guys just chill there. Now let's go ahead and get the black lion. And here we have the big bad boy himself, the black lion. Okay, and he's actually not that much bigger than the blue and yellow lion, which is surprising. Usually he's considerably bigger than any of those. Just maybe his hind legs are the biggest as far as comparing the sizes of each of the lions. Okay, but other than that, his head is pretty small considering he has to have the Voltron head in there. Okay, and there's the front of it. Sides, top, tail end, other side. Now there's also a joint that it has in the back here, so that you can replicate that kind of leaning or sitting down pose. Okay, you have to give him more space to do that leaning thing, but you kind of have to position these way more back. All right, I'm not even sure how to position the leg so that he can be leaning down. That's as far as they go, and it just looks awkward. I don't know why they included that. It wasn't necessary, but regardless, it's there if you want to use it. Maybe you'll have better luck posing the black lion laying on its hindquarters. Okay, I'm having a hard time with that. Now, this is the black lion's individual sword, and it, as opposed to a peg, it has this little rectangular notch here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and that, as opposed to pegging at the top of the mouth, okay, it'll kind of slot right at the bottom jaw. Okay, there's a little notch right there where it'll kind of slot, and then you close it, and there he is, ready to kick some butt. Okay, bring on the Robo Beast. Okay, let's take that out. Now, as far as the details are concerned, it's chock full of details. And this head came pre-painted. There are a couple of stickers on it. As far as that white piece, that sticker I actually cut out. Okay, I cut out using the actual sticker sheet to fit it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a difference. It would just be a black strip. It does have this little forehead sticker, a little green dot. Okay, but other than that, the eyes are painted. These little red bits are painted, and the face is pre-painted, so you don't have to paint any of that. That number 1 is a sticker. These white pieces on Voltron's wings are stickers. Okay, and as far as the chest crest, these are all individual colored plastics. Okay, so and the belt is pre-painted. Okay, so you don't have to worry about doing any of those detailed work. Okay, and as far as articulation is concerned, once again, there's that strange back joint. Okay, the legs, okay, can rotate back and forward that much, back all the way across the other way. Okay, the knee can rotate 90 degrees in the back, and just about there on the front, not too much on the front. Okay, and once again, we have that rear ankle joint. Okay, shoulder can rotate any which way. Okay, lower leg up, straight down, and the paw can rotate up and down. And once again, it doesn't have any ankle rotation. You do get what will become a thigh rotation, okay, below the hips, which is pretty good for Voltron. Okay, and now let's get him prepared for Voltron mode. Okay, and this is pretty neat. Okay, we'll open up this panel from the top. Okay, and we're gonna kind of bring this down, flatten it down, rotate. We're gonna rotate to the other side. Okay, same on the other side. Bring it in, flatten it, cover it, rotate, bring to the back. And let's bring these wings up. As far as the tail is concerned, you're gonna tuck it in, and you're gonna bend that last piece back, open up the wings. Okay, let's get them looking down, and let's put them together. And now what I want you to do is go ahead and in your mind create the Voltron assembling theme. Okay, let's go ahead and put the legs. Now the way these legs work, okay, is there's this piece in here. Okay, you're going to insert the leg until it snaps in, okay, to the knee. You want to insert it all the way to the knee. Okay, and there it is. You'll hear a distinctive snap. Okay, it's not a sharp snap, but it's like a thuddish snap. Okay, and there's Voltron's legs. Okay, looking good. And now let's go ahead and put in the arms. So there's the shoulder joint. Okay, there's that peg. Okay, and let's slot that in. Do same on the other side. Okay, now let's go ahead and open up. Bring down the head. Dun 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 dun. And there's Voltron. Let me get him cleaned up and in the proper shot. And there he is, all put together. Voltron looks great. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at his accessories. This is the blazing sword. Okay, it's a nice size too. It's almost the same. Actually, it's bigger than the actual Voltron. Okay, you get silver plastic, blue plastic, and the hilt right here. This hilt guard is actually pre-painted, so you don't have to worry about that. All of these red pieces are individual pieces that you'll plug in later. Okay, and the back is just solid plastic. Okay, there's a peg. Let me see if I can get them. There's a peg right there that'll plug in into, again, the either the red or the green lion's roof of the mouth. We also get the spinning laser disc. Okay, and you get silver plastic, yellow plastic. You get that handle. That little red bit I actually colored in with a red Sharpie. Okay, but you know it works. If I had some of those translucent blue colors, I would go ahead and color these areas as well. But you know, it's not that necessary. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these in their mouth and or in his hands and see how it looks. And there he is, guys. Okay, that's him holding his blazing sword, getting ready to slice through a robo beast, and his spinning blade. Okay, let's come back and take a look at articulation. There's Voltron. A nice boring A stand. And let's go ahead and take a look at the side. The back. And the back looks pretty clean, I have to say. It's not bad looking at all. Okay, other side. Okay, now as far as the head, let's go ahead and get this guy closer to us. The head can rotate, but it is kind of tough, so be careful. You don't want to break the peg. It can look up, not too much, not that much. Can look down, again, not too much. I would say a little bit. Okay, can rotate side to side, 360 degrees. Okay, as far as the arms are concerned, they can also rotate. Okay, they can go up about that high without coming off of the joint. Okay, and there's an additional joint, okay, which lets you raise that arm much higher. Okay, now unfortunately, there's no shoulder axis, which lets you rotate the shoulder forward and back. Okay, so it's just up and down as far as the elbows are concerned. There is a double joint, but because of the thickness, you get maybe a little less than 90 degrees. Okay. As far as the waist, there is a little bit of a waist gimmick. Okay, where he can go down. He does have a little bit of a waist movement forward. Okay, back not so much, but forward he does. And a little bit of rotation, slight rotate, actually very minimal. Okay, I wouldn't even try it. As far as the hips are concerned, okay, he can go up about that much, go back about that much. Okay, the legs have a really nice range of motion. Okay, there's a double joint back there. Okay, and it doesn't force the leg to come undone. And now this weird thing kind of comes off at times, so you have to be careful. Now there is an additional attachment that you do get. It's for a base. Let me see if I can get it right now. Okay, it's this piece right here. Okay, it basically attaches to the hip, the bottom part of the crotch, so that you can place him so that you can lock him into oh, I'm sorry, it locks in here. Sorry, this is the first time I've actually used it. It locks in the back. There's a little peg. There's a peg here. It'll go in there. Oh, and that will actually lock that weird joint. Let me see if it goes in. There it is. Okay. And then if you have what is that, like a 4mm post peg right there that you can put into a base. It doesn't come with a base, unfortunately, but it does lock it in. And once again, it has rotation at the thigh. Okay, and you do have that ankle tilt. Okay, the heads in robot mode do not rotate. Okay, you only get that joint right there. Okay, let's clean them up again. Okay, now let's go ahead and compare them to some of the more recent build your own Voltron kits out there. Okay, and see how it stacks up. Okay, go ahead, stand in the back there. Okay, let's first bring out his closest counterpart, which would be the Bandai SMP. Okay, right here. And, you know, this guy looks really good as well. Okay, but you can see much smaller in size. But as far as the finish is concerned, you know, he still looks really good. He also has a lot of stickers. Okay, it has very good articulation, and I like it a lot. You know, I mean, it looks awesome, and you know, and as far as the way it looks once it's in Voltron mode, it's ideal. It does have a feature where you remove the legs and then you put in these little circular plugs to kind of look like the cartoon look. Okay, there he is. Now let's take a look at a couple other build your own Voltrons. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at a mock or my own creation. Okay, this is a brickhead type, and now this I got off of AliExpress a while back. Okay, he's a cute little guy. He comes with a sword as well. Okay. And as far as I know with this guy, because I did do some research on it, because I didn't want to just go ahead and just show these without knowing where the original design came from. So you know, as far as this one's concerned, what I could trace was a Voltron Brickheads mock. Now I got this off of Rebrickable. Okay, so you can go on Rebrickable site and actually get the instructions to build this. Okay, and then you can go on like Bricklink and order the pieces if you like, or go ahead and go on AliExpress or kind of or like Temu, you know, those Chinese websites, and you can probably find one there. This is a little bit older. This one came out originally. The design came out in 2021, and I have it here that it was made by Lautherf, Lautherf, on Rebrickable. The mock number is 62545. Okay, and this particular one I purchased was made by CN Brick. Okay, that's pretty cute. Okay, put him off to the side. Now, when I purchased this, it came with another build as well in the box, and this is a individual lion. Okay, and there's the black lion. And then he came with all his friends as well. Here comes, you know, the red lion, little tiny guy. Let me let you get a better look at that guy. Okay, we got the green lion. These are simple builds. The yellow lion and the blue lion. Okay. And again, these are more like chibi style Lego builds. Okay, which are adorable. They're really cute. And once again, you know, it's a build your own Voltron kit. Whether it's better than the model kits, you know, of course not. You know, you don't have the same kind of articulation. You don't have the same kind of looks and engineering, but it's still pretty cute. Now, this is another MOC. Okay, let me go ahead and zoom out a little. And this guy is also around 8 inches. Okay, and he has a lot of articulation. Okay, and is a pretty well detailed build for Lego. Or rather, this is a knockoff. Okay, I didn't get individual Lego pieces, but I did purchase the actual design off of Rebrickable, and this is you can find it in Rebrickable under Voltron underscore version 1 by Max Subtle Creations. Like once again, Max Subtle Creations. The mock number is 54562, and this one came out in 2020. There's also an additional mock you can purchase, which is the sword and the spinning laser shield or laser disc. I didn't get those. I just got the instructions for the actual Voltron. Okay, now this one's actually pretty intricate. Okay, I mean it has rotation in the hip. It has rotation in the arm. Okay, and it doesn't have knee rotation, but the legs do articulate, and the head also articulates. Okay, now unfortunately, they do also separate into individual lion modes if you like. But once you do that, it's kind of hard to get it back into Voltron mode. So go ahead and buy your own mock instructions, and you know, give this guy some money, some, you know, some incentive to keep on creating beautiful mocks, and try it out for yourself. I recommend this one. This was a fun one. It's fun build, and it looks great. It looks great. Now, here's some other individual minifigures. Go ahead and take a look at these little cute guys. I think you can still purchase these. These are probably available in, let me see. Come on. Focus. There you go. You got this? There it is. Okay. These are these knockoff minifigures. Okay, but they're really well done. Okay, it's got lion heads as opposed to the Lego hands. And it's got these custom pieces in there that, you know, look great. Okay, let's put that guy down. Here's another one. Okay, now let me see if I can carefully bring these guys out. This is my my Lion Force. All right. And these are older minifigures. I'm not sure if you can still get them, but once again, I would go ahead and try like AliExpress or Temu. You know, I don't know why Lego didn't do them. I don't know if they couldn't secure the rights to do the pilots of the Voltron when they released their Lego model. But you know, I had originally purchased that Lego model, and for many years I didn't build it, and it wasn't until one of the viewers asked me a question, you know, about having that particular piece in my collection. So So I put them all together. Most of these were all bagged up and things like that, and unbuilt. So it did take me a while to kind of put all these together. But these guys look great. All right. And now the pièce de résistance. Give me a second. And that, guys, is the um, Lego release of Voltron. This one was a Lego idea set, and it was released in 2018. It was available for about a year and a half, I think, and then they stopped production. I purchased it when it originally came out, and I think when it came out, it was originally like around $180, if I'm not mistaken. Now you'd be hard pressed to find this particular piece cheaper than $350. Uh, I've seen it go up, as far as like maybe like $600, $700 for a boxed one that's a mint condition box. Okay, but what I could say about this piece is, it's an incredibly awesome, build. It comes with 5 booklets for the individual lion. So each lion is, has its own instructions. You build each one separately, and it does give you a great sense of accomplishment once it's done, and once you put it together. I mean, it's a huge piece. Obviously, I think this is about 15 inches tall, and it looks great. It's very imposing. Uh, the one downside is that it takes a lot of shelf space to have this piece around. Okay, um, and and once it's in Voltron mode, the legs don't have any articulation. Okay, the arms do, the head does, but the legs can't move. Otherwise, I'm assuming they engineered it that way so it wouldn't collapse. But it does look great, and it's a great build your own Voltron kit. It looks imposing, and it fits great into a Voltron collection. So if you have this, or if you can get one secondhand, that without the box, just complete, for a cheap deal, I would highly recommend you do that, because you should have it as a Voltron collector. And those are the majority of the build your own Voltron kits, at least the ones I have. Now there are other ones. There's some older model kits that I do have in box, but I didn't build. And in all fairness, they're not very good model kits. When I was a little kid, I did build one, and it just came out goofy looking, and all of the pieces, and when you put them together, they're offset, so nothing lined up, and as a little kid, I just thought it came out looking like trash. But I do have that. I like the art in the covers of the boxes, but as far as the model kit, they're not any good. So I would just keep those in the box. Um, but getting back to the actual Moderoid, okay, let's go ahead and put him front and center. Give me a sec. Now, as far as where the Moderoid Voltron stacks up among these build your own Voltron kits, I would have to say that it's the clear winner for me. Okay, it's got a good size. It doesn't take up a lot of space on the shelf. It's got all the engineering, all the articulation I need for a Voltron, or at least to pose it on a shelf. It looks great. It was a fun, easy build. I didn't have to go out of my way, or learn some kind of weird technique in order to complete it. I didn't need any glue. I just used some nippers. And again, I used a couple of markers. I used a red Sharpie marker, a silver Sharpie marker, a gold Sharpie marker, and one of these micron pens. Okay, to line some of those some of those details. But other than that, I didn't use anything else. It has no paint. Oh, I'm sorry. I did use a white Gundam paint marker to paint the dot on the blue lion's head on this particular. But other than that, I didn't do any intense customization or anything like that. So I think it's pretty accessible to novice builders. Um, more so than the Bandai. The Bandai, I think has a lot of smaller pieces, and it's easy to kind of mess them up when you're clipping them off the sprue, or trying to, you know, like sand down some of the nubs. As far as the stickers were much smaller in that kit, and some of those were a pain in the butt, but the results are also pretty impressive. Okay, so so I would say if I were to rank them, now again, this is just my own opinion. Okay, you could rank them whichever way you want, you know, based on your own experience. But as far as my experience, I think the Moderoid is going to be number one. I think Bandai is going to be number two. I think the Lego Voltron, the original Lego Voltron, this big behemoth, that's number three. Okay, number four, I'm going to give to this guy right here. Okay, that's that Voltron version 1. Again, that's a MOC by Max Subtle Creations. You can purchase the plants on Rebrickable. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and give it to this little cute chibi guy at the end over here. All right, this little Brickheads type Voltron MOC. And once again, you can purchase those plans on Rebrickable, and it's called Voltron Brickheads MOC MOC by Lautherf, Lautherf. And the pieces I think you can find on Bricklink. Okay, those aren't insanely hard pieces to find. The only thing that you're going to have problems with is going to be the chest symbol. Okay, that chest is a pre-printed piece that came with the Chinese knockoff. Okay, so I don't know if you can purchase that piece. I think that only comes with this little knockoff. Okay, but other than that, it does give you options to assemble it without that. Okay, now that's the video. Hope you guys liked it. Happy collecting, happy building. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it. That's what this hobby is about. That's what being a Voltron aficionado and collector is about. It's about enjoying your pieces and being able to display them with pride, and you know, just enjoying the heck out of the hobby, man. And you know, we have so many great options, so many great pieces, you know, and more pieces are coming out every single year. We just recently got the Action Toys Voltron. I do have that. And I might review it, but there's already some good reviews out there. I might just go ahead and put it out on display. And I'm also working on a video of my personal Voltron grails. Okay, now I think I have most of the grails that I've been hunting for a really long time. I just recently acquired 3 of them this last year in 2024. So I might do a video about those grails. And then you know, let's have a talk. Let's see what your grails are about. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite pieces are as far as build your own Voltron kit is concerned. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe if you like, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Happy collecting.